Good day, guys. Thanks for visiting Richard's Corner. My name is Richard, and this is the fifth and final episode of my $10 haul reveal challenge. So throughout this series of reveals, I've been limiting my reveals to about $10 worth of merchandise, regardless of where I picked it up from. And this one is particularly mixed up because we've got something from the Salvation Army thrift store, we've got something from Value Village, and believe it or not, I got this from Walmart, and you won't believe how much I got that for. But all this together, before taxes or discounts or whatever, $10 to start with. So not bad at all. So I'm looking forward to showing you what I got, and I hope you enjoy this last episode of my $10 haul reveals. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do an opening, including my Infinity figure here, and I'm going to show you what I picked up today. So I've got everything laid out here today, and as I mentioned, the three vehicles I got today I got from Value Village, and the box I got up from the Salvation Army thrift store, and then our Disney Infinity figure here I got from Walmart. So why don't we start with the Walmart figure, just so that I can explain why this was such a thrifty find in this particular haul. So the first character that I've got to show close up here is this Disney Infinity figure. If you've watched the new Tron movie, well, not so new anymore, but the Tron movie, Tron Legacy, which is a sort of a sequel from Disney's original Tron movie. This character is Quora from the Legacy movie. As you can see here with a katana, which isn't from the movie at all, but a nice stylized version of her with her disc, her program disc on the back there. So I think she's very well depicted here. The intensity in her eyes and the stance. I love the Disney Infinity figures. They're just done so well. It is such a shame that this is a discontinued series. And that's why Walmart had it for so cheap. I got this for $5, guys. Now, on eBay, this individual character, whether she's sold with Flynn, Sam Flynn, which is the son of the original person from the original Tron, Quora goes for about $20 on eBay, including shipping, and I got this for a whole $5. So this is just an amazing figure. If I just sort of show her off in the light there, I just love the style and the lines on her, and just the intensity in her character. So really cool find. Disney Infinity figures still work with the Disney Infinity game. If you have it on either the old PlayStation or new PlayStation, like PlayStation 3, or on the PlayStation 4, or if you have it on the Xbox 360 or the Xbox One, or even on the Wii, so long as you have the platform, they will still work. You just won't see any new figures or new games coming out for this game series, so which is a shame, because their figures are really super awesome. As a display figure, I'm really excited to have this. I still do have a bunch of Infinity figures that I've revealed in previous hauls here, but yeah, this is a really, really awesome find for me, so that's great. So from Value Village, I found these three retro figures all in one package, and for $2.99, works out to be about $1 a figure, or $1 a vehicle. I was really happy to find them, and they're very retro, actually. This is a 1966 toy, believe it or not. They call it rare vintage on eBay. You push it down, and the wheels will spin, which is really cool. And I believe it still works, too. It does. Whoa! That's awesome. So this is Lucy, and you can see that from the, if I can get it to focus here, that the paint is very scuffed. So this has been well loved, and a really, really nice, super vintage kind of looking vehicle here. Even on the bottom, I thought maybe 1952, 1966, I thought maybe that was a little deceiving, because I've seen 1966 figures that were actually released in 1983. So they were obviously copyrighted. The content is copyrighted from that year, but it wasn't made in 66. This, however, I think is actually a very antique toy. So on eBay, I've seen this for about $20 shipped. And so getting it for basically $1 is an awesome find. So always a fan of Peanuts, and this is one of the few times that Lucy is actually looking pretty happy. So she's never driving a fire truck, mind you, but it's a really cool Peanuts vehicle. So really nice find retro-wise. That's pretty awesome. Now, Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes, this is actually a 1993 toy, and described on eBay as a scared dog holding the wild baby in a roller coaster. So the baby having a blast, and the dog who's caring for the baby fearing for its life as it goes down the roller coaster. So really cool figure. You can if you actually roll the wheel underneath, the mechanism will actually make the baby hop up and down in the roller coaster car. As you can see, the dog, please stay in the car, kind of holding down the baby. So really cute and really retro. I love the look of it. And actually, this 1993, although it's not as old as the Lucy figure, there's something about the plastic that is very like rubberized. Like it feels like a vintage kind of car. It's really hard to describe. I mean, you have to touch it to really know what I mean. But it doesn't have that really like hard plastic kind of feel. It's almost semi-malleable. It's really weird. But I love these vintage toys. Like now, this is actually fairly reasonable on eBay. Like I found a listing here for a whole $6 shipped. And even though that's actually fairly reasonable compared to some of the things I've found online with $20 shipping, this is still, I only got it for $1. And so I'm still walking out ahead as far as my cost from Value Village versus what I would have had to pay outside of the thrift store scene. So really fortunate to find it. Warner Brothers stuff is just as entertaining to me as Disney and Peanuts and the like. So this is a really worthy addition here. I just love the detail, love the color, love the expression on the dog. The baby is priceless. A really happy find there. So that's pretty awesome. And you can never go wrong finding an Animaniacs Vehicle. Now, this one is not as old. I believe it's got markings here from 1993, so it's about the same age as the Warner Brothers one there. I love that the ice cream truck has a little ice cream popping up and down as you roll the wheels, which is really classic. So this is one of the Animaniacs characters, and this is in really, really nice condition. Very retro, got a little bit of schmutz there. But yeah, her sticking out her tongue is very cute. Basically relaxing on the back as she rides the ice cream bike backwards, and sharing ice cream with whoever crosses her path. So very cute. Love the expression on her face, looking very carefree. Love the color scheme, nice bright green and pink contrast here. Purple ice cream, nice. Pretty decent condition for the like. It's not really scuffed up too much. So this was a nicely loved toy. I love these Happy Meal toys. Like, I mean, I don't think this was actually a Happy Meal toy per se, but I love all these retro toys that they just have sort of a certain character to them that is very almost period like. If you sort of catch my meaning, where you see more modern figures with such sharp lines and such intense expressions, it's really cool to find some fun-loving toys that back in the 90s, even back in the 60s, that sort of depict more fun when it comes to toys and play. So really, really cool finds overall. So this box is very obscure. I found this at the Salvation Army for a whole $2, and it's distributed by Montessori Korea Company Limited. I thought maybe it was a game of some sort, but by looking at it now, I'm starting to think that maybe it's just sort of a building block kind of thing. But the blocks are very unusually shaped. They're very much like Tetris pieces, or I don't know if you've ever played the 3D Tetris-like game called Blockout, where you have to rotate figures not on just 2 axes but 3, so you can actually rotate them in different ways. It appears that this block was actually attached here. I mistook it for a die maybe, but like it's actually supposed to be part of that. So that's easy to repair, and they obviously fit together in any way you want. In fact, on the side of the box here, if I can just sort of pull out this insert again, you can see that on the side of the box there's actually different shapes that you can try to replicate using the blocks contained in this set. So it's kind of like a challenge in spatial relations kind of thing, and trying to understand how the blocks fit together and how you can make them work. So it's an interesting challenge to try to use your spatial relation ability to sort of see how you can actually replicate some of the shapes that you see on the side of the blocks. They look like they're all the same shape in general, so this nice three-pronged look. but obviously, like if you fit them together in the right way and sequence, you can duplicate some of the shapes that you might see, right? So it's actually a really neat game. I don't know if you know what Montessori is, but it's basically enrichment class for younger children. For both babies and for grade school kids. So it really pushes the brain, Montessori classes and stuff like that. So this is kind of sort of that one of those nurturing kind of games, and I'm a big fan of that. In a world where we're sort of really enamored by whatever is cool and happening, and everything is just all action oriented and everything, it's really cool. This is kind of like one of those kind of unplugged kind of toys where you say, well, how can I fit these things to together to make a shape or something, right? So not your average square building blocks kind of thing. Very nicely presented. I love the way that it sits in the box there, and really unique find. I don't often find or want to really collect a lot of boxed board games and stuff like that. I mean, I just don't have space or time to always sit down and share them with my family or whoever. But finding something like this and a game that sort of nurture the brain as much as it entertains it, it kind of speaks to me in a way. So I'm sure that I can either make some really interesting displays for my backdrop maybe, or maybe even pass it on to somebody in my overflow. So either way, I think it's a really awesome find for $2. You really can't go wrong when it's a kind of toy that nurtures versus it just trying to temporarily entertain you. So pretty awesome. So this is Richard from Richard's Corner signing off and concluding our $10 haul reveals. So I hope that you enjoyed this particular series, a little bit of a change up from the usual haul reveals that I do. But stay tuned. I have lots of other haul reveals to do, and I hope that you will come back to Richard's Corner to check them out when they are posted. Please hit like, share, and subscribe so that you can stay in touch with me and you'll know exactly when I'm posting these new videos. Stay tuned also. I'm way overdue for an Overflow Marketplace video, and believe me, I am overflowing with all kinds of stuff after doing all these haul reveals. So please stay tuned for that. There'll be a lot for sale for people to pick up at thrifty prices, I promise. And I want to pass on those thrifty savings to you. So in the meantime, Richard from Richard's Corner signing off for now. I wish you happy hunting and happy collecting. I hope that all of your thrifty finds are equally awesome. Please stay tuned for the next video. We will see you next time. Thanks for visiting Richard's Corner, guys.